Uh, Manas, we didn't speak about your other big idea, which you were supposed to say in morning. Can you just highlight what's the rationale behind giving that buy call?
See, my next pick is Equitas because here stock was making lower tops and lower bottoms from the level of 180. We have seen some sign of reversal on the charts because now, after breaking its 200-day moving average, after breaking the resistance of 150 with great volume, this is a clear sign of reversal. It has started making higher tops and higher bottoms now. So I think from here also you can see a decent up move. If you're talking about one or two trading sessions, I think you can set the target of around 167. You should keep the stop loss below 152.
Seen decent upside move in Equitas after that prolonged pause. In fact, that stock after its listing has moved in a very wide range. Dr. Narayan, welcome to the show. Even you have Equitas as a buy call. Uh, your target is quite moderate at 166. What's the rationale? Is it same what Manas has mentioned?
Well, good morning, everybody. Yes, Equitas is something that I am flashing as a buy for the day, and that is why the target has been kept at slightly modest levels. Besides which, I think there is an overhead resistance in the form of a trend line and form a swing high somewhere around the 165, 170 zone. I think that area is kind of populated with a lot of resistances. So it might be a little difficult for the stock to overcome that level at one go. Now, if it were to, succeed in closing above that, then I think prospects for Equitas will become much better than what we are speaking about now. So at the moment, I would only want to deal first level is about 166, 167, and therefore it's a buy call for the day.
Okay, Kunal, BHEL. Now this stock has started showing some signs of life after prolonged consolidation with negative bias, and we are seeing a lot of PSU names buzzing. Do you think it is just a 1 or 2 days call, or you are giving BHEL as a buy call from positional basis?
No, it's slightly momentum, so maybe a multi-day target is what I would assign for BHEL. And yes, last week was very good. The stock was up almost 10.5%. Now coming after almost 6 weeks of literally no price move or no price breakout or trend as such for BHEL, it remained more or less in a range, and the pivot was closer to 90 odd mark. But last week the volumes were pretty good. The price managed to break out of its consolidation, and in that process in the weekly charts, it's now forming an inverse head and shoulder pattern. And generally inverse head and shoulder patterns on long term on weekly charts, especially at a time when the index or when the stock consolidates, I think is a sign that a short term bottom could now be getting in place for the stock. So BHL is a buy in that regards. I would look at least 110 as a near term target for the stock. Stop loss to be kept at 98 levels.
Manas, Bajaj Finance. Now NBFCs were doing really well, last year, but last 2-3 months they have taken a back seat. Now Friday's move in Bajaj Finance and some of the other names like Equitas you guys were talking about has been pretty decent. Even volumes were quite high. You think there is a change in trend in Bajaj Finance now?
Definitely, there is a change in trend, Siddharth, because I think from the level of 1950, stock was correcting. It was making lower tops and lower bottoms. It took support near to 100-day moving average. Then again, we have seen some buying interest a few weeks back. It was facing resistance on higher levels near to 1800, and on Friday it broke 1800 mark. So this is a confirmation of higher tops and higher bottoms. On the daily chart, you can see the breakout of inverse head and shoulder pattern also. So I think the rally will resume, and the possibility is very high this time that it will cross 1950 also, and it can come in the range of around 2050 or maybe 2100, because that is its long term target. So for very short term, I think you can take a chance here. You should take a long call here. Keep your stop loss below 1769, and you can set the target of around 1900.
Okay, Dr. Nayan, both of your picks, UBL almost near all-time high closing basis, and TV18 broadcast, that stock has also been doing well, and again all-time high closing for it around 63, 64. What's your take? Is the momentum going to continue? Do you think risk-reward ratio is favorable?
Well, I think UBL is a very different animal compared to TV18 broadcast. UBL is now in the throes of some very strong buying, and you're seeing anyway United Spirits also charging upward and hit something like 4,000 levels. I think we are seeing a very nice strong breakout which has occurred in UBL on the daily charts. The weekly charts also show very, very good setup on the chart. So my expectation is that UBL should run along till at least about 1220, 1225 in due course. I'm giving it as a day's buy with a limited days target, but then my belief is that the stock can do extremely well on a continued basis. Coming to TV18 broadcast, it's a big range breakout over multiple weeks and months, so that is why it's a positional play. It's not one of those stocks which trend up very aggressively. In fact, it's been down and out for quite some time and is actually seeking to rebuild. So this move up is actually the first of the moves, and therefore people are just getting into TV18 broadcast, and it has made its way to about 63. I think in the price range of about 60, 63, one could definitely build a position with a multi-week target at around 80 to 85. So it's a positional play, not a day's play. And like I said, the target about 80, 85 is what I see in the stock here.